All right. So for Science Today, this is optional work. So if you want to find some extra additional facts for your animal, you can. If you're happy with what you have already and you feel like you've done enough, then you don't have to actually fill in the section. So it's up to you. If you want to learn more and add a little bit more about your animal, that's cool. Otherwise, you don't have to. There's no extra writing piece for this. If you want, you can write an extra section for your extra facts, or you can add them in your conclusion, okay? So just to show you, this is the other facts section, and it's a bonus section. So like I said, there's not an extra facts page of writing that you have to do. This is just for you to find out a little bit more about your animal if you wanted to add it into your animal report project. So that's the section that we're working on today. Remember, you can check our research websites if you want to find other facts. Otherwise, you can ask these questions. So is your animal nocturnal, which means they're active at night, or diurnal, which means they're active in the day? Does your animal live alone or in a group, herd, school, pack, so with others? What does your animal do in the winter or in cold weather? Does it hibernate? Does it migrate? Does it adapt? And any other cool facts you think we should know. So like I said, there's not much. You don't need to have any specific extra facts, but I thought that I would show you just in case you wanted to know. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at bats, mostly because you know that Miss K hates bats, but I thought it would be good to learn more about these somewhat terrifying creatures. And then that way I'm prepared when I see one. So my first question is, when are bats most active? So we want to know if bats are active at night, so I know when to avoid them, or during the day. And look at this. It says bats are most active at night between the hours of dusk to dawn. So that means that they are nocturnal. So I can put that into my notes. So I can write nocturnal. Bats are most active at night. Okay, so bats are most active between dusk to dawn. That is my first question. Done. Check. My second one is does your animal live alone or do they live in a group? So I'm going to put in, do bats live in groups? And I feel like I know from Batman that they do, because I know that Batman was afraid of bats, which makes me think that I could be Batman or Batwoman. But basically, let's see. Bats live together in groups called colonies. So bats live in groups called colonies, which can contain anywhere from 100 to 7,000 individuals. Great! So I'm going to be avoiding any bat colonies. That's fine. Okay, we'll put that in my notes. I don't think this is helping with my fear of bats, but I will be staying inside at night, so that's good. And we'll just put here, bats live together. Okay, great. So the next question is, what do bats do in the winter or in cold weather? So what I want to know is, what do bats do in winter? Let's find out. Where do bats go in winter? Let's see. Look at this. Bats hibernate. When do bats hibernate? So there's lots of things. So some of them hibernate and some of them migrate and some of them do both. So that's an interesting fact to find. So, look at all the bats. Some hibernate, great, and some migrate, which means that they move between summer and winter habitats. So I can put in both on my notes page. I can put in bats hibernate and migrate in the winter. Perfect. Check. So that's 3 of the things. And then I can just put in, as a last little thing here, if I go back to Google, I can put in cool facts about bats. should have put in cool facts about Batman. And if you look right here on Science Kids, which is one of my websites that I've been using, it says fun bat fact for kids. So I know that they're mammals. Oh, but this is interesting. Bats are the only mammals capable of continued flight. There are over 1,000 different bat species. Bats see in the dark using echolocation. So I can literally, oh good, vampire bats have sharp teeth. That's lovely. Oh, fun. Oh, this was a bad idea learning about bats. And bats can live for 20 years. Wonderful. Oh, look, some bats live by themselves while other bats live in caves with thousands of others. Okay, well, anyway. So I can go through and I can choose different things. So I kind of like this one about echolocation. So I'm going to put that into my notes page just as an extra fact. Okay. And I maybe will put that there's over 1,000 different species. That's kind of good to know. And anything else that I can think of that I think is really cool? Not really. I don't really wanted to know some of this stuff. So yeah, that's basically all that you needed to do for this part. Just add in some cool facts. There's no minimum number. There's no maximum number because it's bonus. So if you feel like doing a little bit extra for your project, then this is a good place to start. Okay. And just remember to finish off that you need to keep your research list. So we can add in that I've used Science Kids as well today, right? So remember your research list and the questions that will help you to answer your questions. And if you think of any other cool facts or cool things that we should know about your animal, please share it with us on your page, okay? And as I said, it's optional, so you can submit it over the weekend if you want to work on it. But like I said, it's a bonus, so you do not have to do this. Just if you feel like it. But I hope to see some people who have found some cool facts about their animals. Okay, so have fun researching or relaxing.